Hi, I'm Blake Alexander, and this is my Module 1 for AEP 880. Okay, so a little bit about me. I'm 33 years old. I've been married to my wife Hannah for 5 years, and we have two sons. I have a 2-year-old named Brooks and a 5-month-old named Briggs. I also graduated from Kansas State University with a degree in elementary education in 2011, and then since have added some endorsements on top of that. I currently work in USD 501 here in Topeka Public Schools. This is my 9th year teaching. I spent 3 in the classroom teaching 4th grade at Atchison County Elementary School, and I've spent the last 6 years here at State Street teaching K through 5 PE. Along with being a teacher, I also am the defensive coordinator for the football team at Topeka High School, and I am also the throwers coach for the track team at Topeka High. So a little bit about my family history and background. I don't know a whole lot about my family. My dad wasn't very close with his family. And then my mom wasn't very close with her family growing up. They met in the military. Um, I always saw my grandparents on both sides a handful of times growing up. So those customs and traditions that, a lot of people probably have passed down, I feel like we really didn't have. Because it was pretty much just, my parents, my 3 sisters, and me. But talking a little bit about, our ancestry and what I do know, my mom's from California. Her father's German. He's an engineer. They've kind of, since I've grown up, I've seen him a lot more. They've kind of reconnected. I know that he was originally from Minnesota and that he has German ancestry. And I think he's like the first generation born here in America of his family. And I also know that her mom is of Irish descent, but that's about all I know, and that she is a nurse. On my father's side, it's very same as my mom's side. He's not very close with his parents. He didn't really know his dad at all. But I've met him a few times in my life. I know that he's Portuguese. He's first generation, and then his mom's maiden name was Patrick. She was from Irish descent, but that's about all I know. And he is from Beloit, Kansas. Any special customs and traditions? We really don't have any. We have our traditions that our family carried out for holidays and things like that, but it wasn't anything cultural or passed down because my parents were kind of starting over with their own families, and we didn't celebrate holidays with really anybody else besides our direct family. So getting into some of my pictures and stuff, this is the first one, piece of my puzzle, and I just got to put, a picture of Kansas. I've lived in Kansas my whole life. I like my state. I like the people here. I'm proud of it. And, as far as my culture goes, I just have always considered myself American and a Kansan, and I haven't really identified as, with German or Irish ancestry, which is what I've been told I mostly am. So that's why I chose these pictures, because that's really just how I identify with my culture. I'm very Midwest and Kansas and American. Another piece of my puzzle is my family. Like I said, growing up, we didn't have a lot of family and stuff, but now, my sisters all have kids. I have 2 kids. My grandparents are loving it. They have 7 grandkids now, and when we have family functions and Christmases, my kids have cousins to play with, and that's something that I never really had. So, a major piece of my puzzle is my wife and my 2 boys. I am also a teacher. That's something that I identify with. It's something I've been doing for 10 years now, and when, asked who I am, it's a major part of me. It's not just, just my job. It's what I do. It's what I know. My dad's a teacher. My stepmom's a teacher. So it's something I definitely identify with and is definitely a part of me. And then also coaching. I've been coaching for, high school football for 10 years. I've been a head coach. I've also coached wrestling, track, and it's just something that I really consider to be a part of my story and a part of who I am. And it's something I really enjoy doing. So. And then this is just kind of some of the hobbies I have. I, when you ask, about me, there's my work, my family, and then there's kind of the other stuff. This is the other stuff. I enjoy playing the guitar. I've kind of played it since sixth grade. Taught myself. Don't get much time to play it, but I still will sit down and play some. I love fishing, camping, hunting. Being outdoors. Is kind of a major thing when it comes to my hobbies and what I like to do, and it's something I kind of just hope to pass down on to my kids. Um, and yeah, those are kind of the pieces of me and about me. And that's my presentation. Thanks for watching.